welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Wednesday night stream. As I'm sure everyone could have predicted, as I'm sure everyone had on their bingo sheets or whatever, new game starting today, as I said would start, and I've locked down one of two new games. Will probably start in the next handful of days here, but I'm sure everyone guessed and predicted this one. Pentiment. That's a joke. I'm being very jovial when I say that because I don't think I'd mentioned that I've been looking at starting this at all recently. I mean, I've known I've been wanting to play it, but I don't know if I've talked about it even on stream. But it was been planned for a while. I've been wanting to check it out for a while. But you know me, I like to keep everyone on their toes. Never mention anything. Don't let them know where you're going. As much as you can. So yeah, Pentiment. I don't think it's a super long game, but you know me. I was saying that phrase for a second time already in the last 2 minutes. It'll be elongated because I'm such a slow player of games. But Pentiment. Hopping in. Oh. Hopping in. Oh my god. Look at my little name there in the bottom of the corner. And the icon that I like hardly see ever, but is technically my selected icon on the PlayStation consoles. I've had that. I think I've talked about this before. I've had that symbol. Or that symbol. I'm calling it a symbol. Like, icon? What do you call it? The fucking profile thing of the flower. Since, I think, the PS3 days. And to get that, and I have it equipped, and I like it, and I use it, but I don't see it a ton anymore because I have my real picture on my consoles now. Like, I have that setting. But this thing you had to, it was like exclusive where you had to like a certain time window leave a comment about something. I don't think it was exactly this prompt, but it was something like, hey, leave some kind of comment that was talking on like the PlayStation blog or something about something you're thankful for or something along those lines. And then they sent you a code for this thing. So it was like a limited time thing. Obviously it's a flower for the game Flower. Again, back in the PS3 days. So I like having it. I like it. Obviously it's more on the as far as icons go, I think it's more on the rare side. That has nothing to do with Pentiment or the game we're going to be playing tonight, but I thought I'd say the story because I don't see it, like I said, I don't see it very often anymore. So now when I see it, I'm instantly reminded, like, oh yeah, I had to do some work to get that. And it's a cute little, just a flower. So yeah, the game is Pentiment. It's been on my personal radar for quite some time, but like I said, I think somewhat intentionally hadn't been bringing it up a bunch on stream or anything because, like I said, sometimes when I want to start a game, I kind of want to have it be, as much as I can, for whatever reason, be a bit of a mystery. English. Yes. Gamma. Sure. Dialogue appears immediately instead of being written out. No. Text size. Default. Display time notification. Margins. So obviously I don't know a bunch about the game because I've intentionally left myself quite in the dark about it because I know it's some kind of like mystery situation. So I'll you know, I'll say like, oh, this is gonna be the series for you if you want to see me hem and haw a bunch about a mystery. Which I know some people like to see me do. Some people hate it, which is fair. But some people like it. And so that's gonna be along this. So we ride. This game uses stylized fonts and writing effects that may be difficult for some readers. The easy read fonts option improves legibility by disabling some fonts and writing effects. Oh, that's so nice. Honestly, for me, I think while I'll admit that I could probably benefit from the easy read fonts. I do kind of want the stylized fonts, let's be honest. I could probably really benefit from the easy read fonts. Thinking about all the time I spend reading like fucking Higurashi, and people probably think I'm like dyslexic or can't read, which is partly true. The can't read part. I don't think I'm dyslexic. I don't think. I don't think. Autosave. Pentiment automatically saves your progress as you play the game. Cool. Let's Pentiment. Ooh, I gotta read. Okay. Where's the rock? Uh-oh. I don't think I can read this. Move stone, press stone. Okay, so we were just joking. I was just joking about not being able to read and being dyslexic, and then I started reading I tried reading the first line, and I was like, wait a second. Am I really having a problem? No, it's some language I'm not, Oh! No, you really can't read it. I'm fucking up with this page is really pretty. I'm gonna leave the doodle because why do I call it a doodle? It's clearly more than a doodle. Clearly. Xbox Game Studios presents an Xbox game on my PlayStation box? That's crazy. Who would have thought that something like that could ever happen? Not in my... Not my video games. Not my... Xbox. Couldn't think of a more clever joke. Oh, look at that rabbit going hard on the horn there. From what I understand, I think this game is less puzzle game and more mystery. Like there's a mystery you're kind of piecing together, if that makes sense. But I don't think we're gonna be puzzling a ton. Maybe famous last words. An artist sleeps. An artist's mind. It's time to play the game! And the abbot said to me, Andres. I will say, I'm pretty sure this game is not voiced at all and I'm gonna have to be reading a bunch. So, if you're in the probable majority of people that hate my fucking voice, just like I do, you're shit out of luck. Also, I'm trying to take my jacket off as I'm rambling while staying seated. Oh, I did it. I'm so amazing. Let me throw this over to the couch behind me. Perfect. Bearing my arms. Bearing my arms for comfortability. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading a bunch, so it's unfortunate, but it's a necessity. I refuse to just sit here in silence as I read it and expect you guys to read it, though. You know what I mean? Like, it just is weird. I've talked about this before, but in a game where it doesn't have voice acting, but there's a lot of dialogue, and that's kind of the thing, to me, it feels weird to not be reading it out loud for myself and for anyone end up watching it. You know what I mean? I can't do that. It's weird. Just sit in silence and things. Also, I'm trying to figure out where I want the audio to be. Okay. And the abbot said to me, Andres! Glossary. Our Zoom? Oh. I'm looking around this. I'm trying to see what this is like. What's the long, I'm trying to figure out. Is the long finger pointing to the underlined line mean that's something I can select? I thought for a second when I pressed. Okay, I guess that was it, because now I can't click it again. So, and it changed to a dotted underline. I'm gonna say... And the abbot said to me, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. Up to the devil's work again, are you? Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind superlative to those of the body. Either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. How did you reply to the abbot, Andres? I apologize. It's not my fault that God made me this handsome. I ignored him, which is what the comment merited. Ha! You know what? Fuck it. I ignored him, which is what the comment merited. That may be so, but it put you on his bad side. What is the matter? Father Gernot needs Andres to finish the Abbey's commissions. I keep thinking now that I can interact with the underline thing. Can I? And I'm just dumb? Alright, what does it matter? Father Gernot needs Andres to finish the Abbey's commissions. That is true, and Andres is simply under the Abbot's employ, not a sworn brother of the Abbey. Despite the Abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the Abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? I like St. Grobian. Is she pretty, at least? There's happenings happening to the text. I keep noticing it. I don't know if it's just a little flourish, or if there's something I should be paying attention to. I'll say this. That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andres. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Hopefully, but it's out of my control, your majesty. As on many things, trust in providence. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andres. Until next time, your majesty. Oh, shit. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andres. It's a fucking boat full of fools. Pick your favorite. Tag yourself. I'm the one who keeps appearing from the bottom and seemingly licking the side of the boat. I think he's making a noise. Yeah, he's definitely going. I never do. Ow. At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. Heh, they're fools, Andres. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit. But since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. I'll say it'll be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. That's no way to think about it. You need to stand up for yourself. Ow, my fucking foot again. Just push him over. Send him over the edge. Gah! Would you please stop? Ow. I give up. Take me home, Grobian. Heh, as you wish, Andres. Oh. Good morning, Ursula. Good morning. Cute. Cute. Time to get up. The Baron, April 1518. Oh shit. A few more pages. Back to the Abbey. Go to bed. Go to bed. It's quests. A few more pages. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to read. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I know we're joking. It's the second time I'm saying this, but I know I gotta fucking read this font. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work on this scriptorium. What's this? Ex Libris, Nuremberg, section. Excuse me. Group, page, section, tab, zoom, enhance, live face. Okay. So that's the journal. What's on the maps? Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, it's a big place. This is all of Europe, so it makes sense it's large. I mean, I like the look of this, I'm gonna be honest. People. Wait, what's on glossary? Free Imperial City of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, city of arts, including printing. Let me get back here. So Father Gernot. Abbot. Oh man, this text. Okay. Abbot of Hersin Abbey, Father Gernot replaced the former highly beloved abbot, Father Matthias Gernot, is known in the Abbey as a disciplinarian and in the town as a harsh landlord. He is struggling to fund the Abbey as the scriptorium no longer generates much money. Father Piero of Verona, artist of, is that an H or K? Well, Riversau, abbot of Hirsau, so, whatever, known, Kiersau, because it's a K, known, Kiersau, known for his, I almost said known for his kidney. Known for his kindness and helpful nature, Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter, specializing in works of extraordinary color. And then Ursula here, daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Eva and Big Jorg. Big Jorg! There's a character named Big Jorg, apparently. That's exciting. I really should clean this up. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptamarian, Prior Ferenc keeps giving me all these books to read. Go to bed. I'm not tired yet. Perhaps after Compline. Okay, so is it? Does that just mean it's maybe? Is it going to get added to the glossary? It is. Okay. I see. So this guy, originally from Hungary, is the prior of Kiersau Abbey and is responsible for running the scriptorium, known for his interest in esoteric books. And Compline, monastic hour. Yeah. Excuse me, corresponding to 8 p.m., one of the little hours of prayer. The monks and nuns retired to their dormitories shortly afterward. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So it came from up there. What's up, Ursula? Andre, they had teeth like this, and horns like this, and spit fire like this. I was talking about that with someone recently. Good morning, Andres. Did you sleep well? I'm just gonna be 100% honest. I'm probably not gonna try to upkeep with voices or anything in this. Or just reading. I'm gonna be reading too much, you know? Good morning, Andres. Quite well, actually. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I don't know if I want to play this guy as like a meanie, a prick or not. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Should give me a parcel. Here you are, Andres. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andres, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? Damn. And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. I'm not sure. What does this mean? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Oh, shit. Okay, so... Oh, so he's like... This is like his inner, like... What is this shit? You must take the consequences of an action into account. Be generous. You can spare the money, and it will ease their burden. Okay, so now I really have to choose, like, what kind of moral character am I going to be? I'll be generous. Be generous, Andres. You can spare the money and it'll ease their burden. On the other hand, she might think she can keep asking me for advances on rent. Of course, it's no problem at all. Besides, we wouldn't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. Oh, bless you, Andres, and many... God bless you, Andres, and may St. Luke watch over you today. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Ferenc allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council, it doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andres. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after. Oh, that's not. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after... I'm going to say some wandering. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. It is, but I now know that this is what I want to do. This will be remembered. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Tassing? Is that a T or a C, huh? It's a T. There's a C at the beginning of the sentence. Tassing. Lassing? Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now, I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andres. And we'll see you after Vespers. Vespers? For supper. Super. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Super. Of course, please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Look at my walking. My walk cycle is... I just find Ursula so cute for some reason. She's so tiny. Okay, so we got a lot of... We're gonna have to learn what the pace of how often I want to check our book, our journal, whatever we call this. How often. Clara, second wife of Peter, or if it's even worth it, but we'll see. Second wife of Peter Gartner, mother of Ursula, known for, again, I almost said kidney. This is kindness, and her concern for her husband's health. Why do I keep saying, like, I kind of see it, kindness as kidney. She's known for her kidney. That the two S's almost look like a Y in my eyes. I kind of like it more if they're known for their kidney. Klaus Drucker is the Tassing town printer, husband to his wife, Marie, and father to Bertolt. Although Tassing is an unusual place for a printing press, he does brisk trade with pilgrims and other travelers on the Imperial Road. And then Eva over there, daughter of Peter Gertner and his late wife, Christine. Eva was largely raised by her brother and father. I just know with this fucking font and my natural inability to read, like, it's going to be, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to have to bear with me. Let's see. Otto Zimmerman is town carpenter and son of old Otto, known for his dislike of the Abbey, especially Father Gernot. And Peter, husband of Clara, father of Big Jorg. Big Jorg! Eva and Ursula, known for his temper and his dislike of the Abbey. And Lenhart Muffer? Not known for his kidney. Apparently. Oh, there's so much. Divine Office. The prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night. As dictated by the rule of St. Benedict. Groschen. Type of thick silver coin minted throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen are typically worth 12 pfennigs, but may be minted at different times. Okay, so there's a lot. There's a lot going on with my inability to read. It's going to be my natural bad reading skills. And then it's the font, and then it's ye old English a lot of the time. Words, pfennigs, you know, it's a 3-pronged attack, basically. Say it now. Saint Luke is Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. And Vespers, monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer hours, is followed by supper. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see everything, you know what I mean? Hello, Claire. Can you spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andres. How can I help? You said you were behind on taxes to the Abbey. Exactly how much are you short? Oh, well, about 2 goldens worth? If you can't pay your rent early, that's alright. I'm sure we can find some way to pay the abbot. No. I'll have my payment for you. I was merely curious. Ah, I see. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity when there's still ground to till. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and have your own life ahead. I'm happy to pay early, Clara. You've been good host to me, and I can do without more than your family. Bless you, Andres. Don't mention this to Peter, all right? He would hate to know I told you about our troubles. God bless you. God. He won't know a thing. Thank you, Andres. Until later, Claire. What about Eva here? Hello, Andres. Okay. Nice talking with you. Oh, we're walking now. Oh my god, I just run. Look how fast. That's, I mean, if I've ever seen a big Jorg in my life, that's gotta be him. That's gotta be Big Jorg. Little Peter. There's normal Peter and then little Peter. Andres. God bless you. Andres. Oh yes, Andres. This weather's been god awful. Okay, so if there's ever like a weird blank, I just gotta know to fill in with God. This town's gone to shit since my days. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. Bears too. The old abbot didn't bother as much about our customs. Customs. It was miswritten. It's not my fault. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perchanta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. What sort of old customs? The kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassin. My father knew that. Old Rannig Kemper knew that. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. What do these traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Oh, how interesting. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Morning, Andres. Morning, Big Jorg. I knew it. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow and it took me God knows how long to pull it out. Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Sounds like a storm's coming, no? Huh. Just smells like fresh air, alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Much. Where was it you spent your wander before you came to Tassing? Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Pick a background. Oh, shit. Oh, I have to make a choice. It's gonna affect things? I get some water while I think. Knows Italian or Greek and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. So I assume I just gotta pick the thing that seems the most interesting to me, yeah? Knows some Italian and French. And can reference cultural touchdowns from Basil, and nearby Bernzerk and Freiburg. I'm gonna go Italy. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Italy. No wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big Jorg. What'd you spend all that time in Italy doing, anyway? Other than art, I mean. Pick a background that'll affect your character choice going forward. Press and hold. Hedonist. Huh. I mean, that sounds exciting. Craftsman. Bookworm. Reading as many books as you possibly can. What a fucking nerd. Rapscallion. Penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Closer to what I want. Andres devotes much to self-promotion. No, man. Dude, we just gotta pick hedonist. I mean, come on. Give me the choice. I'm picking it. Italian women are beautiful and the wine is exquisite. What do you think I spent my time doing? Sounds like fun, but you better not let Father Thomas hear about it. Why not? Priests tell us to emulate the lives of the saints. Saints. I revere Saint Augustine. Augustine. Isn't that partly who I'm named after? Augustine? Austin? Isn't that the whole thing? I don't know. Who said, Lord, make me chaste, but not yet. If you say so, Andres, I still think you're going to get in trouble with Father Thomas. Jorg. Anyway, I have to get going. Georg, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andres. Until later. What is this? Town Commons. Tootin' Commons. Hey, look at that little bug that's there. It's a little black little flying beetle looking thing. What's over this direction? Oh, okay. So the game wanted you to funnel to that conversation so you could set your character's background. A farm. Some horses. This place is overrun with sheep. What the hell? Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andres. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Oh, you know I'm picking this. Should I offer to help? Helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction in our work. Or if that idiot Martin should be helping them, yell at him, give him a good scare. Hee hee. Even in a video game, I find it harder to be a complete asshole. Look at this. And again, I don't know anything about sheep, and I'll probably just get in their way. Is there something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh, look. There's, something going on up at the Steiner's place. I love the typos. I see an old man pointing his finger very aggressively. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin. But Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, Lord, God. Christ! I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Claire's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind Stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hattie? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? True, all these sheep. Andres, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. I'm gonna yell at Martin. Help your aunt and your cousin, alright? Eat shit, Andres. Okay. I tried. I mean, I'm just offering, hey, help your family. You know what? You eat shit, Martin. Here I am, being an upstanding young man, willing to pay my rent early to help people. Indra Smithy, he's so much smaller than the one he used at the Abbey. It's so much smaller than the one he used at the Abbey. Oh, Andres, good timing. Do you have a moment to lend me a hand? I'm already late to the Abbey. I swear it won't be long. Alright, sure. That's exactly how I'd act in this situation. Even if I was like, I really don't have the time to do it, and then someone said, oh, it won't be long. If you double ask me something, I'll regrettably, I will probably be like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. just because I'm socially awkward and I don't want to have to tell someone no twice in a row. Wonderful. I've got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, shoes. Horseshoes. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand. Also overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Oh shit, I'm doing a thing. Here, take the shoe. Take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil and I'll hit it with the hammer. Oh my god. I'm doing work. Look at me go. Good, good. Next one. Oh, I'm so good at this, though. Ah, well done. See, short work. Thanks for the help, Andres. I don't know what I was thinking, doing all of those at once. Sure it'd be nice to have someone to help. Yeah, it was spelled help me out here every day. Have you considered a child? Have you considered an apprentice? I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. They all want to be TikTokers. That's such a dumb joke. No one wants to help me with the horseshoes and shit. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert drunker. Ha! Faust would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you in Otto up by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Until then. Can I, like, go? Okay. I'm trying to see if I can, like... How do I need to go up? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's weird how that... Wait, how did I do that? Oh, you can just press... I was lying to myself. Can you see this? Oh, you can. I was just thrown off by the animation. There are so many sheep. Trucker house. Oh. Oh, he's like the printing press. Oh, movable type and all that. Oh, man. That's so cool. And not at all annoying to wait for it to all get typed out. No, I actually think that's genuinely cool. Morning, Andres. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Oh, it went quicker. Okay. They were like, we're not going to make you suffer and wait for that to happen each time. That's funny. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. You really need to see those new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till... Oh boy. Eulenspiegel. Eulenspiegel. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andres. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... Witch mania. Sure, witch mania. Oh, God, don't say that, Andres. We're less than a day's ride from Innsbruck. No need to get people around here all worked up about witches again. Besides, don't talk about witches around Father Thomas. Just a bad idea. Good to know. So, supper tonight, after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great. I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Also, if this game doesn't have manual saving and is just purely autosave, I assume, especially with this type of game and that now that it's introducing, like, selections I have to make. I assume I'm at some point at risk of selecting bad. Or selecting things that make a big impact on the game itself. And I'm sure it won't take long for me to regret some kind of choice I've made. Like, maybe by picking them some Italian person or whatever, I've already fucked something. I've already ruined. Can I go down? No? I guess not. God bless Master Maller. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father, but I'm running late to the Abbey. It's no problem if you don't have time for me today, but the question is, will you have time for the Lord on Sunday? You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Oh God, religion. My weakness. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. To hell with him. I'm going with this. A man has too many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. Almost everyone in town works hard, though. I could just sigh. The non-verbal, dismissive sigh. Fuck it. Sigh. Andres, do you think I like saying these silly things to people to get them to come to church? Oh, the horse is interrupted. Oh, saved by the horses. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Maller, this is... ooh. Oh, it's type. Yeah, okay, I was confused there. Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel. Vogel? A great lord from the countryside near Worms. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm. Is that charm? There we go. Charm. Common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet. The emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly. But he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Oh, see. So if I have, like, if I can select... It's kind of like, what did we play? Like, in Cyberpunk recently, where if you have, like, Street Kid, you pick Street Kid, and then you have some Street Kid options for the dialogue. Who was the artist, my lord? I'm sure you know him. An older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the emperor. I'm sorry, my lord. I'm not sure who you mean. Have you not heard of Albrecht Dürer? Pity. I thought he was known across the empire. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kiersau. Kiersau? I heard Father Matthias died Matthias. Died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia. Historia Tassier. He was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal, eh? Ah, yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss taskings past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gurnoff, and I've come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Maller here. Not quite your master yet. I still have to marry and be approved by our city council. Andres is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. A Nuremberger artist working in an Abbey scriptorium? In 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andres. I must know the story. Of course, my lord, it would be an honor. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Wait, didn't I already say I would have dinner somewhere else? Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. Miklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horse to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Maller. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. Did I overbook myself? So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. You said you were unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years, at Erfurt. Erfurt? Wonderful. Same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. That's a B, not a G. He's a grave. Wait, you may have seen, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no, he was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him after I get the chance. If I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses again. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. God, I'm already tired and yawning. I apologize. Might not be able to stream super long. I can't be reading and yawning a bunch. That would be a problem. Perhaps they've even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias is not above having a lively debate. Hope Father Gurnoff does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Why are you so interested in my education? Ah, yes. It must seem strange. Did not attend university, but I had a rich private education at my family's estate. Oh. It got rewritten. I love all knowledge from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. I may have misjudged the Baron. Seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Alright. Theology, imperial law, or medicine? The basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. That could be kind of interesting. Also, though, law? Basics of the fractured system of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. I'm tempted to go to one of these. Trying to think. They both are equally interesting to me as like a pick. I think law just barely edges out in my mind. Law. I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. I never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense than learn it myself. Get a load of this guy. You, if I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Lorenz Rothwogel. Perchta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind a fate. Okay, so, some drive-by heckling. Gotta love it. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Damn. Well, whatever your early time in university, every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Did you have a favorite subject? Okay. Latinist, strong command of Latin grammar and vocab. No. Logician. Instinctively thinks through the implication of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations. And that's obviously a strong pick for me in my head. Orator. Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university as a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Oh, he's like the opposite of me. See, it's funny. I like to think, just on a personal level, I like to think that I'm good at talking and speaking and persuasion and all that stuff. And then, as you long-time viewers of the channel will know that I'm actually quite bad. I just like to think that I'm good. Occultist is interesting. Andres knows a soul-endangering amount. Soul-endangering. Theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Okay, that's also interesting. Heavens and earth, nah. Okay, so occultist or logician. I think I gotta pick this. Occultist is very close to what I would want, but logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the organon for logic and Euclid's elements for geometry, but the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. The Englishman William of Ockham gave the Summa Logica, arguing nominalism against Platonic realism. Oh my god, we're just throwing these terms left and right. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course. A great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question that these great men should have had to wrestle logic into what the church established by fiat and force. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Oh, do I get to pick a second? Oh. That's perfect. I used my access to the university's library to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination, purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Ficino's corpus, there we go, Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. Quite interesting, Andres. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. Please be discreet about it, my lord. Yes, that's why we'll talk about it later. Later in green text. Later. Later. Ah, there's the abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kearsall at all? Kearsall at all? My family have been patrons of Kearsall for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kearsall still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Nad me. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. Well, perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. Thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well. Venerable Brother Piero. How venerable. Venerable. He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it. Piero. Miklaus. Miklaus! Tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the alley. Yes, my lord. Niklaus. I had a friend in high school whose name was Nick. And me and a couple other people would call him Niklaus. Like Nicholas, but Niklaus. I'm sure it wasn't obnoxious to anyone involved. Including Nick himself. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Right, some sass by the nuns there. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Kearsall is a place out of time in more ways than one. Let's see. Why were they closed? Monks and nuns living side by side cannot behave themselves. I don't blame them, though. The church shouldn't either. It's just human nature, after all. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. Yep, it's typed wrong. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes. Oh. Ooh, look at this font. Ooh. Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord. But I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Andres, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. shouldn't ask that bottom one. Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. Shit, I should have asked him about an advance for the Gertner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Matthew, find a way to get paid. Find a way to get paid. God, if that's not me every day. Every day I wake up and the first thing I ask myself, how do I get paid? Okay, we have a lot to probably look at here in our journal here. I need to find, it says prime hour 6. What does that mean? I need to find a way to get an advance from the Abbey so I can find the Gertners, help the Gertners pay their taxes. Might be receptive to negotiation for the funds. I'll need to approach the subject carefully and make it worth his while. Could speak with Brother Matthew about an early payment for my manuscript. So many. Oh, there we go. Here's my character build. Italy. Hedonist. Imperial law. Logician. Occultist. God, I'm so cool. I'm so cool. Okay. Let's go through some of these people. I assume the people entries are going to start slowing down as we start filling in, you know, most of these, right? Brother Matthew, he's got nice glasses. What does it say? Is this a Swiss sacristan of Kershaw Abbey, responsible for maintaining this sacristy, Abbey's treasury? God, I can't read. And for our that font, so I'm like squinting. And for assisting, I assume Father Gernot during the library liturgy of hours. Ooh, that was a rough read right there. Sister Matilda. What's this? Tell her for the nuns of Kershaw Abbey works often in the convent garden. Okay, let's add another fourth thing. So 3 things so far already established. Well, I'm bad at reading this. I'm generally bad at reading. Font. Ye Olde English. And 4th thing, they're like words and names and titles and positions of like religious things. And I'll always say, if there's a blind spot in just my knowledge cabinet, I would say anything relating to religion or people of religion is just such a blind spot for me. I don't know what any of these things are. Miklaus. He's a swab. What is that? Is that a B? Is that an L? Swallian servant of Lorenz Rothvogel. Miklaus. Widow. Farmer. Widow of Rennig Kemperin. Lost her home after the death of her husband. She was the lady that came and heckled. Father Thomas. Town priest for Tassing. Tends to his flock at Our Lady of the Labyrinth. And then Veronica, daughter of Johann and Hetty Bauer, sister of Hans, close friends with Brigitte Bauern, sister Edna, Bohemian nun, assistant sister Illuminata in the library. She has a markedly impious attitude toward life at Kearsall. She seems fun. Oh my god, so many terms. You'll never guess. I don't think I need to read all of the terms, right? I mean, if I really wanted to look it up, if someone said it, it gets underlined, and then I could, like, reference it here, right? Is that what we believe? Do I believe? I kind of believe. I think that's mostly me just being lazy, isn't it? Okay, so garden, shrine, church, cloister. To the garden. Ah, feverfew. It always smells so fresh. That and its juices are especially good for hangovers. Ayo. This door must lead to the rest of the convent. Not for me. Matilda. What is this? Sister Gertrude dries and stores all of her herbs here. Herbs. Sophie. Oh, the many-petaled cinquefoil grows so easily some consider it a weed. Wait, this is a yeah, under the chin, yeah. Yeah, it was good. The sisters certainly keep their garden well tended. Bless you, God bless you, Master Mallor. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Ah, forgive me. Sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mallor. Okay. You know what? Understandable. Not even gonna hate. Tassing is lucky to have such woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Is she gonna be receptive to talking? God bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean no offense, Master Mallor, but I cannot speak with men. Oh? Ah, apologies. I'm just trying to make small talk. Small talk. God bless you. And you as well, sister. Alright, I'm getting the cold shoulder. No one likes me. A painting of Hildegard of Bingen. Hildegard of Bingen. Mother Cecilia's favorite. Bingen. Doors to come are locked. Outsiders, men at least. Oh, I'm in. I'm inside. God bless you, Andres. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. What concern if it is yours? It just seemed unusual? The Baron arrived to see the abbot and the scriptorium. It isn't appropriate for the sister to interact with men. Alright, fine. I'll see. That makes sense. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Until later. Until then. You know what? I'm not gonna press the issue, you know? Who am I? Who am I to press the issue here? Okay. So map. Objective. Scriptorium. So many little houses. Investigate. Sleep. Meal. Location. Alright, we ride. Shrine. Oh, look at this. Brother Matthew maintains the shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Margaret? Lisbeth? Lisbeth? Gertrude. A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. God bless you, Brother Piero. That's not me. No, wait, it's Master Mallor. Thought you couldn't see, Sister Margaret. During the day, I can see some colors. Oh, that's just like my mom. One day, God, she would hate me. She would hate it if she heard me telling this story. But one day, when growing up, our mom, I forgot if she said at like the dinner table or something, or if it was like a morning conversation or something. But she was talking about, it was part of a longer conversation, so I'm trying to make the story short, but like, she was trying to convince us and tell us that she could like sense colors. Does that make sense? Of course it doesn't. It was foolish. But she was like dead set that she's like, I could like close my eyes and sense colors. And I remember being old enough. And it's like me and my older sisters are just like, that's bullshit. No, no, no. You're lying. But she was dead set. I think we tried testing her on it somehow. And I don't think she passed the test. And then there was some excuses being made. I can't remember the exact conclusion of the story, but during the day I could see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell the pigments you use. Ah. But you're taller, and you have another smell to you, like fish or burned almonds. Almonds. Oh, that's... Ooh, I can be funny here. I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. God has saved me from the temptations of beautiful men. That's a good way of putting it. You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. Marguerite. God bless you, Master Mallor. What a nice lady. God bless you, Master Mallor. She doesn't even want to fucking talk to me. God bless you, Master Mallor. How goes your work in the scriptorium? It could be better. Would it make you happier if I told you Agnes Steinarin received some saffron yesterday? Really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda, typo, saw her at the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Frank to get some for your yellows. Good to know. How's Mousefanger? She's around here somewhere. Hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Hopefully. Until later, Sister Gertrudo. Gertrudo? Oh, that must have been a typo as well. I was like, you guys are calling her Gertrudo? Bless you, Andres. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Stacia one of these days. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, so into the church or into the cloister. What is a cloister? Other than a Pokemon. I don't know anything. Chapter house? A Dance of Death mural? Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. It is quite beautiful. Same thing. Large garden. Oh, that's a garden, in fact. That is definitely a garden. Chapter house. Cloister. Reflect. There's so many rooms. There's so much. Morning. It's going quite well. How are you doing? I'm allergic all of a sudden. Oh, Abbott House. Oh, there's a pet. Gotta do it. Oh, handshake. Yeah. Good doggy. Let's talk to this guy who's just fucking mad at me. Andres. God bless you, Father Gernot. I wanted to speak with you on behalf of the Gertners. The Gertners? What about them? Oh boy. I'm gonna really try this, aren't I? This one seems a bit more too direct, yeah? I'm gonna go with the first one. Sounds nice enough. They're struggling to cope with the increase on taxes. I'd like to negotiate a better rate on their behalf. You are an artist, Andres, not a banker. The financial agreements between the Abbey and the Gertners are none of your business. I'm not talking about the fact... No, I'm not just saying the second thing. Maybe not in the long run, Father, but I hate to see them struggling. Can't we discuss something? Hirsau owes the land. The Gertner's farm owns the land. They have a financial responsibility to the Abbey. It is not only my right to tax the farmers, but my responsibility to provide for my brothers and sisters. I'm sorry, but the Gertners will have to find their own way to pay what they owe. God bless you. Don't tell me God bless you after you've disappointed me. How fucking dare you? You don't give me shit. You don't listen to me. You just dismiss me so easily and then finish with a God bless you. I ought to throw this man into the open fire right there. I'm just gonna give him a swift toss. God bless you, Andres. Well, now what do I do? These cucumbers are grown quickly. I'm sure whatever is eaten will be pickled. Isn't eaten will be pickled. Well, now what? What the fuck? I'm gonna go look at the animals. Good day, Andres. That's a couple of pigs right there. I can't go in there or anything, can I? No. Pilgrim badges of St. Moritz. Endres makes these. Oh, I thought I was gonna do a thing. It's just giving me a magnified vision of it. No, I meant to go to the cemetery. So this place is windy as far as like... Yeah. It's kind of weird perspective because you're looking at it... We're looking at it as like a 2D left and right kind of thing, but then obviously the map is not necessarily... Kind of tells a different story of how this is all laid out. Get your bearings straight. My actual other weakness. Church stuff, or lack thereof, knowledge of church stuff, and reading, and directions. Navigating. all of my weaknesses being exposed here. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It'll be months before they bear fruit. Reading, it's terrible. It's actually quite sad, honestly, when like I pick so many games that I have to like read, and over again I get exposed. It's just like, what am I doing? A monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Oh, I don't want to go to the cloister anymore. What's up with video games and them expecting me to read? I need to start just playing games that don't have any words in them. Wait, if I hit square, does it go to... Okay. So yeah, there's difference. Okay, I see. Yep. Okay. So I need to go into the scriptorium then. Alright, someone here. Help me with some money or something. Oh, there's Piero. Piero. Adok. God bless you, Andres. How are you feeling today, Brother Adok? Aw, Mill. Aw, Mill. That's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. It is early. I'll give you a harder one later. Like a little word puzzle. I look forward to all of your anagrams, Brother Adok. Literal nut. Ah, yes. Until then. Dude, do you know how big brain you have to be to fucking come up with anagrams on the spot? Like that? It's crazy. Also kind of insane. Good day, Andres. How is your morning going, Brother Guy? It's time. More contracts for the abbot. Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andres. As long as the abbot is impressed, you could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The abbots and the priors, both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. Burgundy. I need to make the best of the next 40 years. Then I'll leave you to it. Andres, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big George Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Heyo. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adok? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down. Oh boy, I gotta play mediary. I'll say calm yourself, Brother Adok. You're too sensitive to guys' jokes. I am old, Andres. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. But I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Frank is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lawrence Rothvogel had arrived, and he hurried out like a little mouse. Frank is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior, only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothvogel, his manuscript. I just realized that you'll want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. I gotta hurry. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. Sure. Guys, I should have read out loud, my bad. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like everyone else. Andres, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Hirsal is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Frank isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Walk, 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 walk. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indermar manuscript. Indermar. Mar. What do you want, Andres? A book. The Indermar manuscript. The Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Rude. What is this? Good old people in Zero Escape effortlessly figuring out like 30-letter sentences from anagrams they didn't even know existed. So true. So true. Damn, I could say no because I was dreaming about you. That's creepy. I'm gonna say, what do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone, or... Why do you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. Oh, Jesus. Have you considered the Lord? Have you considered the Lord? Damn, it's getting spicy. Should I just try it? If I told you where I was last night, what I did, and with whom, is that all you do? Think about it. Of all that time and privacy to yourself, all that, I'm sure you can find something more spiritually fulfilling to do with those idle hands. Oh my goodness. Andres. Now that you have something to think about, could you get me that book? Well, it's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? No. Why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? Isn't writing books your job? Sister. I can't read it. Illuminata? Andres needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me. Fuck. It's backfired. Oh, shit. Andres. I wasn't being inappropriate. It's like, you're just like, I wasn't doing anything. I shouldn't even, yeah. If this was me, I would be like, just ignore. Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indermar manuscript, Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. I'm such a ne'er-do-well. Andres, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Oh, it's so good. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's worn work. What do you mean it's all my work? My son, you're copying the illustration from the Indermar manuscript almost exactly. So, what's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I feel you have not given much thought to what it represents. It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andres, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forge acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gornot. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. That's semantics. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form. These images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. Sometimes I just wait for the correction to be made in the text. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Why are there typos that get fixed? Is it part of the gameplay? I mean, I'm quite early. If you're asking, does it have a significant meaning? I've thought of that. I thought maybe. I think maybe. But I can't obviously say for certain. I don't know for sure if it is the case. I haven't been told that explicitly. So the jury is still out if it's just an aesthetics thing. Or if it has some bigger meaning. It's happened quite frequently to the point where I think it's probably more an aesthetics thing. Do I press? No, it just does it automatically. I do not press a button to do it. I'll say this. I think it's an aesthetics thing. Obviously, if it is a hidden, like, thing, that would be interesting. But my guess is that it's an aesthetics thing. Because it's been... The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, is this some kind of gameplay thing? And then it's, like, multiple characters have been doing it. And it's just like a... I think it's just a flourish, I want to say. But I can't wait to be proven wrong somehow. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into the lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They're just the thoughts of one old monk. There it is. There's another one. Thoughts. There's no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Does that make you sad? I admit I am still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth, I knew it could not last. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries, so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing, be brought to truth. Right, exactly. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. There was a character that we met, I think probably before you probably joined in. That's like very clearly, it only did it once, but then you could see his text. It was like he was laying down the typeface for like a printing press kind of thing right before he text. So he literally, like, his text box was like, you could see the letters being fit in, and then if you're familiar with like a printing press like thing, it was like it printed down all his text at once. And so it was like everyone speaks in like a, I mean, it's like it's too easy to say everyone speaks in different fonts, but it's like stylistically they're, I assume, probably to aid in the characterization of all these different characters. They have, like, for lack of a better term, a different way of, like, speaking, texting, text boxing. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adoc. And Brother Guy. It's kind of you to say so, Andres, but you need not be concerned for me. I've lived a long life and I'm happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Oh! Time advanced. Ah, where's the time gone? It is already terse. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andres. Until later. Oh, I made a mess. Oh, he's looking shady. He's looking shifty. Why is he looking around? He knows he's doing something bad. I just witnessed something bad. What's going on in here? You ask me. I'm gonna go check. What's going on over here? Did I... Okay. I thought there was... I could see like a clock thing maybe, but I don't guess not. Andres, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Frank came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Frank should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he is on the edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived earlier. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it's necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. I thought that said a mum. A double M. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Not valid. Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Frank so nervous? Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and father abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the abbey when we needed it. It's so... I can tell it's obviously part of the direction of this game, but, like... I meant to say this earlier, but it's so interesting that there's, like, no backing, like, music to this whole game. It's just sounds. We've only just had... And obviously there's no voices, so it's just... It's just sounds and my voice. It's people who hate listening to my voice's worst nightmare. And he paid enough to help the abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andres? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Thank you. It's for the good of the abbey. Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I'll tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Oh boy. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? What? Nuremberg inches are like... What color are the covers again? Reddish. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Pierre's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Damn. Okay, red books. I got this. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes are old even when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Oh God! Speaking of Greek epics, God, when was it? It's just recently. It was like a few weeks ago. There's fucking discourse online about the Odyssey. And it was so insane to read this discourse about the Odyssey. I felt like I was going insane reading some of these takes. But it was funny. And I only bring it up because it was funny when it was happening. Because I was like, I can't... Like, we as a society need to focus, get better. I'm trying to remember how the whole discourse even started. I think it was because someone said, I can't remember exactly what it was, but then someone was like, you shouldn't shame people because they don't know what the Odyssey is or something like that. And then, God, me just trying to recount stupid internet stuff. That's so bad. And then there was like people like, oh, fucking... I remember the point where I had to like offload myself off of the discussion was when people were like, there was something about how, like, it was, like, so many layers deep of people being like, oh, it wasn't originally written in English, and then it was, like, it wasn't originally written in any language, and then people being like, yeah, it was a story, so it was an epic that was just told, like, verbally and passed down. Like, it just was this, it just spiraled out of control, and I just remember just looking at it for, like, 2 days, where I was just like, I can't believe people are still on this topic. We gotta stop. Yeah, okay, there you go, yes. That's what it was. It was people, it was like, there was like so many different factions, but it was like some people being critical of some other people being like, hey, yeah, like, you shouldn't shame people for not knowing the Odyssey. Oh! No, I know how it all started. No. Oh, now that I remember, it even makes me even more mad. The whole thing started because some random person online said, what's the coincidence, or how do you phrase it? Like, what are the chances that, Odysseus went on something called an Odyssey, or it was something about like the wordplay of Odysseus and Odyssey. Like, it was someone pointing out that Odysseus and then the word Odyssey, and they were like, how much of a coincidence is that, or something, or whatever. And people are like, where do you think the word Odyssey came from? And then it just went off. And okay, now I'm all upset again because I remember the root of this whole thing. That was how it all started, and I can't believe, like, oh, fuck, I've re-pissed myself off by fucking recounting. Oh, my God. Yes, and then someone shamed them for lacking the culture, and then there was the people that fired back and said, how can you expect people to have, like, know this random thing because it's not American culture, and then people being like, the Odyssey is an American, and then it's like, yeah, but then they teach it in an American school system, and then because some people are like, who didn't have to read the Odyssey in American high school kind of thing, and then people are like, it's not an American story, and then it's like, it wasn't originally written in English, and then people being like, it wasn't originally written in, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it was too much. It was too much. Even me recounting it, and like, I'm getting reheated about the whole thing because, like, now I'm having to relive the whole conversation and the back and forth, all because someone on the internet just made a statement that was like, "What are the chances that Odysseus and Odyssey?" Oh no. Oh, we as a society are so doomed. Alright. That was fun to remember. It's not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. No, she's in the book. Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Oh, there I am in the book. I'm taking the position. Yeah. See, I didn't read. I read in high school, and by read I meant I was assigned to read. I admittedly was bad at reading assignments all throughout school. Like, it's shocking. This might shock you to hear this, but I had a really bad time focusing in school. No one would have guessed. Yeah, I think I read most of the Odyssey, and, like, and then I dropped out of, like, and then again, we were assigned maybe a different year, the Iliad, and I think I read part of it, but I definitely don't think I read the whole thing. But I definitely read most of the Odyssey. Because I thought that one was pretty good. Like, it was interesting. It was interesting enough. In my eyes. You read mostly Brazilian books in high school? I would not be able to tell you, probably. I'm running through my brain. Could I think of any... Is there any, like, popular Brazilian literature that would have made its way over here in like regular coursework type stuff? I can't think of anything. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Damn, she's kind of right. Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? Yes. How would you know? True. She knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. Oh no, she's crossing the page. Oh shit. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Even in stories where maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun. It is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. I'm probably saying that wrong, right? It's fine poetry for men. Damn. Now, the books, if you please. God, she's teaching me a lesson. Brazil has a surprisingly big literature in the 19th and 20th century. Let me see what would be the most internationally famous Brazilian books. Yeah, like, I'll be the first to admit that, like, I'm not like a big bookhead or anything, obviously. And I just can't, I just would not be able to think. Either for school or otherwise, like, Brazilian literature that got, like, mainstream over here. Thank you. Next, Wretched Gruen. Wretched Gruen? This is a printed copy. Green cover. Diamond pattern. I do not have the size of the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. Green diamonds. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adoc was reading it. Brother Adoc? Oh, over here. All the names are in Portuguese. Let's see if you recognize any. Dom Casimiro, the alchemist. Those don't ring a bell. But it's funny that we talk about Brazilian things making its way over here, because I was just earlier today listening to a lot of that Brazilian band that I really enjoy. CSS. Because I was thinking about them for another thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend my afternoon listening to a lot of CSS. Sepultura? 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 No, but all these sound interesting. Just because it's... Yeah. I shorten it to CSS because I know the full name of the band is I don't want to try to pronounce it and just be horribly wrong, but it does translate to Tired of Being Sexy. They're really good. I've definitely played music of theirs pre-stream here, but they're a lot of fun. They're very brash and boisterous. Fun band that had mostly all women in the band and had one guy in it, and then their whole thing was quite early on. They had a fallout and a fight, an inner band fight between, I think, the lead lady and the guy in the band, and then the guy broke off, and then I think just recently they got back together, but not with the guy, because there was like a big, some very heated things were said between between the two. But I will heavily cape for them as being super fun. I think they first got popular when, way back in the day, back when, like, Apple, I don't know if this is something you're familiar with, but, like, when iPods had those commercials that were all about, like, the, well, not shadows, but, like, it was just, like, the black bodies, like, dancing in front of, like, different colors. Like, that was, like, the whole marketing thing for iPods of various things, where it just play a track. It'd usually play, like, some kind of, like, indie track or something, and then people dancing with that while they're listening to the iPods. And I think CSS had a song that was featured in one of those commercials way back in the day, and I think that's where they first got, like... You've never paid attention to music. I remember. Now I remember. You're one of those people. Ugh. You not paying attention to music, me not paying attention to books or school or anything. Ugh. Ugh. We're just fucking disgusting. were irredeemable. Andre says, the beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amadea Rusco of Ugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. We loaned it. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Gurin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. I'm gonna say it. What's the harm? Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There's neither few nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andres. I'm being lectured by this lady, but the book, Andres, we must return it, or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? Oh, I can whip out this. In truth, it's unlikely you'd be considered liable under Bavarian law. Oh, are you a legal scholar now as well as an artist? Well, actually, I did study. I did study law at university. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. She's so tired of me. The book, please. I feel like I'm falling out of favor with her. There's only one book left. Then you'll be free from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. What is it? The description should be sufficient. I don't know why you won't tell me, but alright. I'll find. No, I'll just say very well. I don't need to give a ton more sass. You know what I mean? I don't need to. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this anyway? Huh? Maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Damn. Oh my god, I could really fire back and just be like... I could kind of be an asshole here with the picking this one. I mean, they're basically the same question. One is just worded much more aggressively. So, you know what? Fuck it, I'll pick it. I haven't asked so many questions. I've asked one question twice and you haven't answered me. I have good reason now to answer you. Wait. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. Damn. What? Why? I don't know, Andres. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishop condemn it? Oh, we're floating. "200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I'm gonna say, and he was right to do so. Books should be destroyed even if their content is in question. The Holy Church does not share your opinion. It is their law we must contend with, not your emotions. I'm gonna fume silently. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Damn. Must the books be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Damn, I could just be like, no. But also, like, is this the hill I want to die on? You know what I mean? Like, is this where I take my stand? I'm just a fucking goofball. Clearly. Fine. Here, take it. Good. It's for the best, thank you. I'm not making this decision. You know what I mean? It's like the thing where it's like, I'm not... I disagree with you. I let her know I disagree with the feeling, but, I mean, it's whatever. Now then, Baron Rothvogel, quickly, though. I need to finish up here soon. She may only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. He seemed unusually friendly with me. I don't understand it, honestly. The Baron is quite wealthy, quite educated, and he loves fine art. I think it's clear why he enjoys your company. Most of his peers don't share his passion for modern thinking, nor are they interested in art. You are a rare thing, Andres Mahler, an artist with a university education. You may not be of high birth, but whatever the Baron's faults may be, he chose to fraternize with common people. Sometimes with unpleasant consequences. I think we're 2 hours into the game. I think we're just starting to scratch like the potential for where the actual mystery is gonna actually come in here. I feel like something bad's gonna happen here soon. What, did he get involved with someone in the town? I only know rumors. A simple argument between the Baron and a man became violent. Was it with Lucky Stern? No, I don't believe so. Besides, I can't imagine the Baron could get the upper hand on a man the size of Lucky. Do you know why they call him Lucky? He survived 2 pieces of masonry falling on him. One was a gargoyle that he put back up on the church's roof himself after it fell on him. In any case, I doubt Lucky was the man the Baron fought with. Should I be concerned for my safety, sister? I can't say. I don't know Baron Rothvogel much more than you do, Andres. But there is an inherent danger to walking in the shadow of a powerful man. Just be careful. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andres. Wait, how do you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was the only door into the library. We are standing in the oldest part of the abbey, and like any old place, it has its share of secrets. Good day, Andres. God be with you. Secrets, you say? Oh, eat time. That's the bell for sext. Sext? Oh, sext. That has a different meaning here. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. Am I gonna solve this, solve this tax problem? We got a tax problem here. His love of anagrams and fish. Agnes, Big Jorg. Big Jorg! Yeah. Gertrude. Celia. Oh, there's so many people. Mostly blind from a failed cataract surgery. Well, that sucks. Okay. So where am I expected to get to here? Near the stable. Okay. Can do. Start walking in that direction. To the cloister. Lavatorium. There's nothing here. Alright, how have I moved? Oh, nice. Not too bad. Actually. Wait, this is back to the cloister. I gotta go... There's that bad navigation coming into play. Abbott House, right? You go Abbott House. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can't walk through. Oh. The fuck? Alright, Chapter House, then... Oh. What the fuck? I was played for a fool. Chapter House. And then you go through... Cloister. And then you'll want to go... I guess through the church. Like... Upper Abbey? Crypt. No, just to this thing. Oh my god, I'm gonna be trapped in this place forever. Just back to the cloister! What? Oh, let me out! Let me out! Let me out of this place! I can't break this. I can't get out. Run to this side. Crypt. I don't want to go to the crypt or the tower. Actually, I know I shouldn't be getting sidetracked, but just going to a crypt sounds cool. The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. These two markers go back centuries all the way to the founding of the Babby. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kersaw's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. The lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. One of these parts must move somehow. What do you mean one of these parts must move? What is this? Oh my god, a secret. Now what? I got a secret thing? Oh my god! Huh. A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Oh, can I not go in? I guess not. Why would I need this then? Okay. I guess just tuck that info away in the back of your mind. Dormitory? Why would I want to go deeper? I gotta get out. Get me out, Old Bailey. Am I? If I'm in the church, I feel like I should just be able to walk left. Get out. Wait, is this where I was? Oh. I did just walk out. My bad. That's what upper alley meant. Cool. Good day, Master Mallor. Ah, Andres, good to see you. I trust Claire gave you my message? Afternoon, Indris. Otto. Claire did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Oh, praying. Bless us. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Dude, hey, that's the same, basically. Okay, so, like, for the longest of time, I always talked about, as I growing up, I would always have family meals, like, at dinner. Like, I think it was around my time as a kid when it really started getting popular, I think. I would always hear from, like, other families that kids wouldn't have, like, sit-down meals with their families at dinner, but like they would like always eat in front of the television or like eat at different times or something. I don't know. It was always foreign to me because I didn't know. I mean, me and my large ass family would always eat dinners together all at once. But there's a long stretch of time where I don't know why I never considered ourselves like a very religious family at any stretch of the imagination, but for a good years and years stretch of time, it was like customary for us to offer like prayers before we actually dug in, and yeah, we did this what I always considered like the very basic ass like prayer that Otto is saying right here. Could like repeat this verbatim. Bless. And then you'd get to like, it would be so routine at some point where you just like slur through it. I feel like you would just be like, blesses, O Lord, these thy gifts which you're about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. As if it meant anything to me, which it didn't. And again, looking back on it, don't know why we did it. Don't know why. Not a religious family. I would assume if my parents, who both went through, like, you know, like Catholic school, I assume my guess would be that they felt bad that they weren't doing anything with us kids as far as on the religious side. So they're like, the least we could do is like have them recite a prayer before they eat dinner. But again, it was like, it meant nothing to us. It meant nothing to me. So, like, it was just like a so routine, like a thing. I don't know. Tangent, but whenever I hear, like, this exact, like, prayer before eating, which I assume is just some kind of very standard-ass thing, I guess in any kind of media, if I hear it, like, being said, like, at a dinner table or something in, like, a movie, I'm always like, oh, yeah. We said that for quite some time. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? Not too bad. Thanks. I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Oh, I get to select a food item? Rye bread, almonds, sheep's milk cheese. I would probably eat the cheese first. It's an important decision right there. It's not that bad of an inquiry. It just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to do work here when it suits him. And then I would eat the bread. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Almonds. Anyway, I saw you walking with that bear in Rothboggle in the meadows on your way up here. What's that all about? I'd be dramatic about this last one. I'm gonna say, I think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish the manuscript he's working on. I don't like the idea of Piero being pressured by anyone. He's too old for that. He's a nobleman. Everything must happen on their time. Just like with the abbot. His work always comes first, and damn the common folk. Well, this abbot anyway. Father Matthias was more reasonable. The late abbot was well acquainted with the Baron, you know, but he always had misgivings about him. What kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rannig. May he rest in peace. Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of other things. He's quite well educated. Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. It's not envy, Endris. No one should get away with what he does, what this abbey does. No offense to you, Andres. I don't have any problem with the books the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord. Oh, Otto, did you see that the Bowers sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. Fucking Martin! He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. Can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damned thief. And before you say it, Endris, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. Damn, bitter. I'm not gonna pick the middle one. I'm gonna be honest. I admit he seemed less helpful than he seemed less than helpful when I saw him this morning. I doubt he'll ever amount to much of anything. Speaking of the Bower sheep, their ewes are shorn, and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto, I got it, Andres. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right. Okay, I'll catch up in a moment, Indris. Oh, Andres, say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance. Man, this option's always like, whoa, it's too much always. I'm just gonna say, of course. I should return to work in the scriptorium. Until later. Bring. Time to get back to work. So how am I gonna fucking settle this, the tax thing? Also, does the prime hour 6, is that when I got the thing? Or is there like a deadline to do these? I would hate to like miss something. Guess we'll figure that out at some other later point. Prime hour 6, terse. Sex. Hour 11, lunch is done. Speak to Martin. Go away, Andres. Can't you see I'm busy? Not really. What are you doing? Mind your own business. I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue. You're nothing but a snooping windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay. Fuck you, Martin. Miklaus. God be with you, Andres. Miklaus. Alright, we'll go ahead and call it a night there. I don't think we got very far into this game. I think, if I remember one thing, I remember people saying that it starts maybe slowly, which, understandable, but also, I had to go on my tangent about Odysseus and the Odyssey, so there's that factor, this whole thing. As I've said, there'll probably be the start of another new game. I don't know if it'll be Friday, but if not Friday, sometime soon, within the next week. So we'll have this, we'll have Crash Bash, we'll have Higurashi stuff, and then we'll have another game. Basically kind of rotating around. Because that's probably about the kind of schedule I want to keep up here for at least the start of 2025 here. Kind of start of 2025, and we're 2 weeks into it. But you know what I mean. No stream tomorrow, so take it off. I'll be back Friday night with something, depending on if I feel like I want to just do more of this. Wait, can I? What happens if I go? Game was last. Oh, it tells you when it was last saved. That's dope. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm excited to see more of this. Oh, look at that! It's open to the little page. Look at that. Back Friday night, like I said, with probably either more of this or if I'm really feeling up to it, the second new game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your week. Finish the week strong. And until Friday night.